Hey folks, Datai from the future here once again. I had a rather unfortunate trend in this video series to include all the footage of all the grinding that I did, because I was afraid that people wouldn't believe that I did the challenge legitimately. Like, I would action replay rare candies or something. And, honestly, that was not really a concern. And eventually I started editing them out in future playthroughs, but not this one. So there are going to be instances where you will hear my lovely and seductive voice talking over Starsky fighting a whole bunch of the same Pokemon over and over, and it's pretty boring, to be honest. So let's talk about this route, Route 207. I actually kind of like the concept behind this route in that you can access a small portion of it from early in the game, but you really can't explore the whole thing until later, and basically everything of interest you see later. So it taunts you by putting those berry bushes up there that you can see but you can't reach, and there's that slope that you know you need a bike to get up, and it's right next to Mount Coronet, which you may or may not know, but overall it taunts you, and I think that's neat. It reminds me of the Route 40-something, I want to say, in Gold Silver Crystal. Right up from Route 29, you can catch some Pokemon, some like Spearow and Geodude, at the bottom of the mountain that you would normally come down after fighting the 8th gym. And that was a cool way of like taunting you and like, oh, there's stuff up there. And you can actually access a little bit more of it once you pass through Dark Cave, and then you can go through the whole thing once you've properly completed the entirety of Johto. And I think that was kind of the best way to do it. Here, it's like, oh, well, okay, there's a shortcut to Oreburgh now, if I want. Not really the same effect. Anyway, the Pokemon on this route, not incredibly interesting. You've got Geodudes, you've got Machops, and you have Zubat every once in a while, and you've seen 2 out of those 3 already in the wild. Zubat, do you really need me to say anything about Zubat? They're quick, they're fragile, they're annoying. Far too many of them in the world. Still like them, but whatever. Geodude, you've seen them in the mine already, but this is another place where you can run into them if you don't feel like wading through Onyx or something. And there are fewer Zubat in here than in the mine, so it's a little more reliable to get a Geodude. And then you have Machop. Machop is basically placed there as an easy way to defeat Roark if you so desire, because it's a fighting type. Fighting type is super effective against Rock type. And yeah, it's there as an easy way out if you're a big baby and you want a super effective Pokemon, which, you know, I'm actually fine with. Making it actually work for a super effective Pokemon, unlike, say, the 5th generation, oh my god, Time Paradox. Really, 2 out of 3 Pokemon on this route, Zubat not really included, could be used as a pretty good way to defeat Roark. Machop would have super effectives, Geodude good defensively, and would learn Magnitude at one point, and that'd be super effective. And if you really want to get fancy, you can trade your Machop for an Abra, I believe, somewhere in Oreburgh, and that has a high special stat, and that just completely decimates any rock types. And that takes care of my segment, and here is my past self.
Wasn't that fun, everybody? Woohoo. Alright, healing, and then I'm gonna go get some potions, and then I'm gonna take on Roark, which is a major pain in the ass, so I'll see you then, guys.
Okay, are you seriously? Past self, what are you doing? You're including the buying of items without commentary, just for the sake of showing that you did not cheat to get items? Is that really what you're doing? Wow. I was like, I must have been paranoid or something? But, yeah, in case you're new to Pokemon, when you're about to face a boss, it's a good idea to go to the mart and purchase some healing items. And then walk up to the boss and save. Because if you save, then you can just restart if you lose, and it's a good way to avoid losing money and items. Anyway, that for reals takes care of this episode, and I will see you guys next time.